Right, going on. Right, so yeah, the Heavenly Father allowed Esau to do all those things, right? Oh yeah, Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knewest not. For ye have kindled the fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever. But not forever, ever. It's just a very long time, because he's ra- he's raising up the curses. Look, we are not the cursed people. We are under curses, yes, but the cursed people are, and we are under curses, which are being lifted up right now. Isaiah chapter 34, verse 5. For my sword, the sword of the Heavenly Father, which he's gonna give to Yahweh Shai to use, shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse, the judgment. You might think Idumea and another people, but this is Old English, which just means them. Daniel 9 and 11. Yea, all Israel have transgressed thy law, even by departing from our law, from the law of the Lord, that they might not obey thy voice, that they might not obey thy voice. Therefore the curse is poured upon us, and the oath that is written in the law of Moses, the servant of the Heavenly Father. Why? Because we have sinned against him. And that's in Deuteronomy 28, that if we sin and depart from the Lord, then he's going to enslave us. He's going to destroy us. So he did that. And that was a warning. So the curses has come upon us. So, yeah. And they shall be for a token and a sign, so that you can see also these are the Israelites. They're under curses. But the curses are being lifted up right now. Slowly but surely, the heathen nations, they start to kind of gravitate toward us. Most of the time bad. They steal your stuff and then they claim it as theirs, for example. But they love your stuff. They always loved our stuff, but they hate us. So now they want to tan, but they so racist with it that they use the word tan instead of browning. So what does tan mean? Tan is brown, a yellowish brown color. Dun, 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 dun. This is not yellowish, but it's in the degree of browning. A brown or darkened shade of skin developed after exposure to the sun. Well, no, it's not that. It's just the skin is developed because you have some of our people living in Russia and they still stay dark, and there's not a lot of sun over there, by the way. Yeah, so anyway, but you can become a little bit lighter. That's the truth. I'm living proof. You can become lighter in the wintertime, and then in the summertime you get a glow back again. But some don't. Some stay wintertime. They stay dark. That's because that melanin is deep rooted in them, and they're not as mixed up as you would think. Especially the ones in Africa. Yeah, they mix with ham, but I'm actually talking about mixed up with lighter skinned people. Yeah, that's what I was actually referring to. Then your shade is gonna be a little bit lighter, of course. But the enemy that Matthew 13:39, the enemy that sowed them is the devil. The harvest, and that means that those are the children of the devil. That's what it means. The harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels. So harvest is when everything is blossomed and bloomed, and then you're gonna chop it. You gonna kill it. Here. Yeah. So everything is done, right? And then you're gonna kill it. Or you harvest it like this, which is of course not weed. These are plants and stuff like that. Lettuce and stuff like that. Then you harvest it, meaning you're gonna kill it, because now it's alive. The second that you chop it, that's when the time start ticking, for it to dry up, because this is death for a plant. and being connected to the earth is life, right? So this is still connected to the earth, but it's still alive, but it's kind of dried up, so it's almost, yeah, you could call it dead. But once it get chopped off, then it's 100% dead. Right, so enough of this. The harvest is the end of the world. So once that time is ripe, then the Lord is going to send the angels. And let me see what the angels are going to do. As therefore the tares, the children of the devil, are gathered and burned in the fire, so shall it be in the end of this world. That's how it is going to be. So you might think, oh, you've raped the Lord. You don't know. You don't know. Bye bye Canaan, children of Canaan. Bye bye children of Esau. Bye bye children of Ishmael. Bye bye children of Ammon and Moab. Because our females, the daughters of the nation of Jacob, they go and lay down with them and make babies, but they have no idea what's going to happen to them. But the sons of Jacob, yeah, I wouldn't say you could do what you want, but if you don't know, then yeah, don't worry about it. Your children are still Israelites. But if they follow after their mother, or you, if you a dumbass negroid, then bye-bye to your kids too. Homes, sweet homes. What up, homes? 41. The Son of Man shall send forth his angels, and they shall gather out of his kingdom all things that offend. So a goddamn tear baby is an offense to the Lord. Let me look up the word offense. I'm offended. Cause to feel upset, annoyed. I'm irritated with you. Resentful. I hate your guts. Feeling or expressing bitterness or indignation at having been treated. No, okay, not of indignation. What's indignation? Anger or annoyance. Provoked by what is perceived to be bitch ass nigga child. That's what it is. Yep. A nigga child. A nigga woman child. Yeah. But I'll be fair. Of course, this is the truth. So, need to be fair. Let's say Blake Griffin, son. Let's say Blake Griffin's son, right? Here, this little dude. This one here. This guy. Let's say he grows up. And then he takes him. Let me see. Okay. Let's say he takes this Photoshop, I think. Yeah, it is. Let's say he takes a female like this, and then they make I don't know if you're gonna see it, but no, not this one. These are Japhetic people. I don't want that. And this is literally Esau there, but that's a girl if I'm correct. So now you know where Esau comes from. How he could pop up. Okay, this one. Well, it's actually still the same thing because Blake Griffin, his father is a dark-skinned man, darker than him even, and his mother is a Caucus female is Edomite female with orange brownish hair, right? But still not having a good example. The point is that look, children, they're gonna get children that look like this a little bit to a certain degree. They're gonna get children that look like this, and then if it's a boy, right? Then he goes and gets himself a black girl, actually. Right. He gets himself, man, I can't even figure that. Sometimes they're gonna look like this too, but then they jigs. Yeah, I can kind of see her as being a jig. It's smiling makes okay. See, I know something is in there. I don't know. I see her face and her hair, of course. Her hair is the first thing that I notice. Okay, let's say this is a boy, right? and then looks like this. And then this boy goes and make children with a so-called black female. Now you would think like that's a tear baby. That's the son of a devil. No, no, it isn't. That's the son of, because if that so-called black kid, that so-called black boy, if this is a boy, and yeah, but this one, I can see that it's mixed up. I don't know, something in the face. Something is in the face that I see is mixed up. You can see it here. You can see it here. Okay, I don't know about this one. This I wouldn't know. Not directly. This I could see. You could kind of see it. Damn it! I'm looking for a great example. I don't want to keep on talking the whole time. Of course, you can see this one. It's obvious. This is Japhet. Damn it! Look, if you have a so-called blonde child boy that goes with a so-called black girl, so-called black girl, and makes a child, and you don't see the father, you might think that that's a child of a devil. That's not. It's not a child of a devil. It looks like it, but it is not. It's a child of one of the sons of God. You might not want to agree with it if you're kind of stupid. Right, you might not agree with that if you're kind of stupid, actually, if you don't, if the spirit ain't dealing with you, man, because this is not a thing of skin color. Even though the people of the world, especially the lighter people of the planet Earth, they do hate it. It is about skin color with them, right? But if you look at the so-called dark-skinned people, they have no problem with the light-skinned people, and yeah, if you look at them, because we don't have a problem with this. But the point is that those children are the sons of God. They're from the father side, of course. And if that child makes a child with a dark-skinned female, then you would think that that is a child of a devil, but it is not. It is the sons of God. And those do not offend the Lord, especially if they come back to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So we're going to have people on this planet Earth looking like the pictures that I just showed you. These. Looking like this. Looking like this. Looking like this. But I want boys, actually, just to give you an example. Looking like this, right? Most likely, if his father is a dark-skinned man, or or these types, and then they make children with white females, Caucus females, Edomite females, then of course the children are going to be lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter, and then 15 generations later, they might look like this. They might look like this. They might look like this. And he might not even know that his forefathers had the skin color of this one. So, when you see him with a so-called with this, for example, right? This guy with this, you might think like, what the fuck is going on? Well, not all the time, my man. Sometimes he might be a descendant way back of a so-called black man, but it has to happen through the father side. Let's say his forefather is so-called black man here, right? And then all the way up to his father and his mother. Then the mother is literally a descendant from this, but she also looks Caucus, right? And then the father is literally also looks Caucus, but actually is a Caucus Edomite. He's an Edomite, right? And then he marries the woman that is a descendant from the so-called black man, right? Literally, because her father, until her actual biological father made her. She's still an Israelite. But if she goes with the Caucus male, like an Edomite, okay, that bloodline is fucked up right there. Then you done for. You and your kids. But if it's a boy all the way to here, and for example him all the way back to here, like a dark skinned man from an Israelite, not a goddamn Canaanite neither, just an Israelite, because the Canaanites are dark skinned too. But anyway, and then he pops up, and we don't know about this one, so therefore the angels are gonna handle him. The angels are gonna know, like, okay, I know who you are. I know you're an Israelite, but if he hates so-called dark-skinned people, there's not a chance in the world he's gonna make it, even if he is a descendant of those people. I mean, would you want him in the chariot chilling with you, hating on black people? This guy he's just funny to me, man. Would you want this chilling with you in the chariot? Would you want? Listen, man. The Lord is gonna do what He does. Yeah. If the Lord says He's gonna save her, He's good. Then it's good, man. But as I see her right now, I lust for the day. I lust for the day beautifully. I hope they get a lot of children. I pray they get a lot of children. I just hope it. I really hope it. I really believe that it should happen. It should. And also, this Jesse Lee Peterson might be a goddamn tear baby. I don't know. But hey, man, multiply, do good, have a lot of kids, and all that type of stuff. Yeah, because the Lord is gonna. Even if this guy is a Jake, the Lord is gonna slaughter the wicked among our people too. And then you're not gonna have this on your head. You are going to be right there, yes, but you're not gonna have an angel thing on your head. So called. Where in the scripture does it says that the angel has this above his head? I have not read it. I don't know. It might be. I don't know, but I don't think so. I don't think so, bro. But let me not talk too much. Go on with the scriptures. Now, so it says here, all things that offend and them which do iniquity. So these are the Israelites. They do iniquity. So you're not going to make it neither. And the things that offend are the goddamn tear babies. Yeah. But I just gave you the example of maybe 15 generations ago, an Israelite laid down with a so-called Edomite female. And then they're living in Europe now, 16 generations later, 15, 14, 13, 10 generations later. You don't know if that is an Israelite or not. So sometimes you don't know. Because if I look at this guy over here, I'm not saying he's going to make it. I'm just saying he don't look like an Edomite to me. He don't look like an Edomite to me. He don't act like it. Look, I've never been around him. I have seen him acting in movies and stuff like that. I've seen a few interviews. I don't look him up. But if I just look at the way that this guy carries himself, I'm just looking at him. I've been down. This guy, I don't think this guy is an Edomite, man. I just don't think it. I'm looking at him. I think like, hey, man, fuck no, this guy's an Edomite, man. I could be wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong. I could be. I could be. But I don't think though. I don't think so. So his children are gonna look like him and her. I think they're a couple. I don't know. Well, it might be because I see the hand there. But then again, in Hollywood, a lot of people do a lot of things. So I don't know. But if I look at him, I do not see an Edomite in his face. Same thing if I look. Sorry. Same thing if I look at Bruce Willis. Kind of the same face. But him, let's just say this. I am more leaning toward. I'm more leaning toward. He kind of has that same face to me. Kind of has that same face. That same look. They have a distinct look. Sometimes, if I look at certain people, they have a distinct look about them that I would think like, this guy could be a Jake. But I'm not saying even if he is a Jake, I'm not saying he'd be safe, my man. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you have Israelites like this that will make children that look, of course, like him, but they are Israelites because they're the sons of God through their forefather, not sons of devils, right? So I'm not saying he's going to be saved, because I don't know what the hell he did to get where he is right now. Sacrifice. I don't know. I don't want to talk about that. Actually, I like that guy. So just because I like him, don't mean I'm trying to cover up for him, because I'm not. Yeah. But the point is that all things that offend shall be exterminated. I said it right. Exterminated. Joshua 15:63. As for the Jebusites, the inhabitants of Jerusalem, the children of Judah could not drive them out, but the Jebusites dwell with the children of Judah at Jerusalem unto this day. Judges 1:8. Now the children of Judah had fought against Jerusalem and had taken it and smitten it with the edge of the sword and set the city on fire. That was in the time of when the Jebusites ruled there. Verse 21, the same chapter. And the children of Benjamin did not drive out the Jebusites that inhabited Jerusalem, but the Jebusites dwell with the children of Benjamin in Jerusalem unto this day. So that shows you that the children of Judah didn't drive out the Jebusites, and also the children of Benjamin didn't drive out the Jebusites, but they lived among them. So of course we made children with them. And what are the Jebusites? They're Canaanites. Now the Philistines, they're Mizraimites. So but they also are going to be taken out. It doesn't necessarily specifically have to say Canaanites, because an other nation is not allowed to have land in the land of Israel, and we were given a big portion of land. Let me go back there again. Now I was reading, of course, Joshua chapter 18 verse, let me see, 16. I think it was 16, right? Wait, let me see. Border, yeah. 16. And the border came down to the end of the mountain that lieth before the valley of the son of Hinnom, and which is in the valley of the giants on the north, and to descend to the valley of Hinnom, to the side of Jebusi on the south, which is Jerusalem on the south, and descend to Engorel. Yeah, and the valley of the Raphaims, actually, it says here Raphaims in the English, was, wait, right, the valley of the giants. Here is Hebron in Judah. Then the valley of Rephaim is here in the place of Benjamin, which is near Jerusalem here. Here is Jerusalem, which is Jebus. You can see that here, Jebus, and here you have Jericho. Here you have Kirjath Jearim, but they spelled it different here. Of course, this is another map. You got Zorah here, Sukkah, Bethlehem. Okay, remember Jerusalem is here, and then there is the valley of Rephaim, which is here. Here's Jerusalem, and then here is the valley of the giants. Here's Jebus. Here is Jericho, Gaba. This word here, and then here, right, and which is in the valley of the giants to the north, and the descendant into Hinnom, and to the side of Jerusalem on the south, and descended to Engorel, and Rogel. Right. So let me jump back to 7. But the Levites had no part among you, for the priesthood of the Lord is their inheritance. So they didn't get land, and it's mentioned here too. Nehemiah chapter 11 verse 36, and of the Levites were divisions in Judah and in Benjamin. So what are divisions? Separation, basically. The action of separating something into parts, or the process of being separated. So, and of the Levites were separated in Judah and in Benjamin. So of the Levites were separations in Judah, separations of Levites in Judah, and separations of Levi in the midst of Benjamin. Right, so there you have that part. And then Let me see something here. Right, so going on, verse 17, Joshua 18, verse 17. And was drawn from the north and went forth to Enshemesh, and went forth toward Gilead, which is over against the going up of Adumim, and descended to the stone of Bohan, the son of Reuben. And passed along toward the side over against Arabah, northward, and went down unto Arabah. And the border passed along the side of Beth Hoglah, northward. And the outgoings of the border were at the north bay of the Salt Sea, at the south end of Jordan. This was the south coast. That's the south coast that they had there. And Jordan was the border of it the border of it on the east side. This is the inheritance of the children of Benjamin, by the coast thereof about, according to their families. Right. So that's the end of it. So that's basically this. From here, Beth Horon, until the east side of the river Jordan. Right. Now these are the verse 21. Now these are the cities of the children of Benjamin according to their families, were Jericho. Wait. Now these are the cities of the tribes of the children of Benjamin according to their families, were Jericho and Beth Hoglah and the valley of Kezes. Okay, I'm not gonna say these names because Oprah Winfrey. And this all okay. 12 cities with their villages, right? And Gibeon, that's of course we know that one, because the Gibeonites, they tricked us actually. The Gibeonites, they were there, the Amorites, but we took their city and we had rulership over them. And Ramah and Beeroth and Mizpah and this here, and Moza and Rechem and Irpeel and Tadala and Zillah, Eleph and Jebus, which is Jerusalem. So Benjamin got that. Gibeath and Kirjath, 14 cities with their villages. This is the inheritance of the children of Benjamin according to their families. Right. So I lined up a few other things that I also wanted to cover. Wait, sorry. Let me stretch out a little bit. Right. So we had a little parsh of land in the planet Earth, right? Compared to the rest of the people of the planet Earth. So this is our little haven. And we even got more than that, because as you can see, here is taken away. Here is another one actually. Ephraim, of course. No, here Ephraim is Benjamin, is Judah, and then we got this, right? But if you check out the scriptures, you will see that from river Arnon until Hermon, I just showed you that Arnon River until Hermon, Mount Hermon, right? And sons of Manasseh, show that. Then you have here Machir, which was Numbers chapter 26 verse 29, of the sons of Manasseh, of Machir, the family of the Machirites. And Machir begat Gilead. Of Gilead come the family of the Gileadites. See? So you had the Machirites, but they ruled in Gilead because of their father. And then the Gileadites would be called the family of the Gileadites. But who were they? They were Manassites, called Gileadites, also called Machirites. Right, and then you had, of course, here, Reuben, Reuben here, Gad here, Moab, and Edom, right? And I have a point. I have a point. That's why I'm naming all these names. So, what was given unto them by the Heavenly Father? Well, in the time of King Saul, ex-King Saul, you had this little region over here taken over by him. And then later, King David expanded unto where? The river of Egypt, the brook of Egypt. But we didn't have this part over here. But he also took over the Philistines and put them in subjection. And he also had here in the book of First Kings, you can read that we took over the Edomites, and we took over the Philistines, and we took over Aram. Finally, we beat with the stuffings out of them, because there was a stronghold. But because our people was sinning left and right, we couldn't beat them. But in the time of King David, we did. And then in the time of King Solomon, we actually got here. We didn't get all that there. You know what I'm saying? But we got close. We got close. The river Euphrates. Because King Solomon actually, he had this region under his thumb. That's funny. Dope, as a matter of fact. But we didn't have this here. We didn't really 100% have it. We didn't 100% have it, but we got close. We got close. Oh boy, we got close. Because you can find it out here. 2 Chronicles chapter 9 verse 25. And Solomon had 4,000 stalls for horses and chariots, and 12,000 horsemen, who he bestowed in the chariot cities. I don't know where that is. And with the king at Jerusalem, right there, he stored the chariots there also. He stored them. He stored it also there. These things, horses and chariots. And he reigned over all the kings from where? From the river, even unto the land of the Philistines, which we could not conquer. We couldn't. Joshua 13 and 1. Joshua 13:1. Now Joshua was old and stricken in years, and Yahweh said unto him, Thou art old and stricken in years, and there remaineth yet very, very much land to be possessed. This is the land that yet remaineth, all the borders of the Philistines, and all Geshuri, which these are the Geshurites from Canaan, not to be mixed up with the Geshurites from Aram, which is Assyrian. They was there too. Let me see here something here. Here Aram and Damascus. Here you have Aram. Here you have the Geshurites, and here you have the Machites. They was there too. And let me see something. I think I have a better map. If I don't, then I need to go get it. Oh, not this one. Upper region, this one. Right. Here you had the Geshurites, and here you had the Machites. These are both Syrians, Aram, you could say, and they are from the descendant of the brother of Abraham, which is Nahor, which is mentioned here in the book of Genesis, chapter 22, verse 20 until 24. See the brother Nahor. He is the one that is basically the father of Aram. Nahor is the father of Aram. Nahor is Assyrian, and Abraham was called Assyrian also, before he was known as how he is known today, Abraham the Hebrew. But if Abraham the Hebrew is a Hebrew, then Nahor is a Hebrew also, because they both came from Eber, because they have the same father. Their father is Terah. So Terah was also that, but he wasn't called like that. Abraham was called that. Abraham the Hebrew. With him it started, because he was cut off, made holy, consecrated. Consecrated. Definition: consecrated, hallowed, set apart, consecrated, sacred. What does sacred mean? The same thing. Holy. What does holy mean? It means sanctified. It means sacred. It means consecrated. It's the same thing. Whole, holy, heilig in the Dutch. In German. Heilig. It's holy. Holy and basically saintly, yes, yes, yes. Hallowed, yes. Sacred, yes. Consecrated. It's the same thing here. Consecrated, which is set apart, which is sacred, also the same thing. Sacred, consecrated, sanctified, blessed because people will bow to you. That's actually blessed. You're different than them. So he was consecrated, he was separated from them. Go away from thy father, which is here. Now the Lord said unto Abraham, get thee out of thy country and from thy kindred. Go away from those family members of yours, and from thy father's house unto a land which I will show thee. And I will make thee there a great nation, and will bless thee, and I will bless thee, and make thy name great, and thou shalt be a blessing. Right. So that's why Abraham said unto his wait, let me say something. Oh, it was sorry, the chapter before. I was looking at it, looking for it, but I couldn't find it. Sorry. I was looking here for it. I couldn't find it. It's here. Genesis 24:1. Now Abram was old and well stricken in age, and Yahweh had blessed Abraham in all things. In all things. And Abraham said unto his elder servant of his house that ruled over all that he had, put, I pray thee, thy hand under my thigh, which is, and near your testicles, and then you swear. This ain't no gay stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just like the rainbow ain't no sodomite thing. Back in the days, men used to kiss each other with a holy kiss. Nowadays, if they see you do that thing on the street, they throw skittles at you, man. In holy unmatrimony, like rice, throwing rice at a marriage, they throw skittles at you nowadays. You know what I'm saying? So we don't do that. And I will make thee swear by Yahweh, the power of heaven and the power of the earth, that thou shalt not take a wife unto my son Isaac of the daughters of the Canaanites, among whom I dwell, because he was in the land of Canaan and he didn't want none of these people. That's why the Lord is. That's why the Lord is going to take them out. All you black females that have Canaanite babies, you probably don't even know, but you probably did it for the money. Yeah, nigga. It's such a secure life. I just want to be comfortable in my life. I'll take any man. Anyway. But thou shalt go unto my country. Ooh, where is that? Where is that? Genesis chapter 11, verse 26. And Terah lived 70 years and begot Abram, Nahor, and Haran. 28. And Haran died before his father Terah in the land of his nativity. Also, and Haran is the brother of Abraham, right? In the land of Ur of the Chaldeans. So that's the land what Abraham is talking about. And he said, like here, and they went forth. So Abraham, his father Terah, Abraham, his other son Haran, and his nephew Lot, Sarai, and his son's wife, which is his daughter-in-law, and went from the Ur of the Chaldees to go into the land of Canaan, and they came unto Haran and dwelt there first. They first went to Haran, and then later on he went further into the land of let me see here. This one. He went to here, Haran, and then he separated himself from Haran and then went here into the land of Canaan. And it says it right here. And they came unto Haran and dwelt there. So they dwelt in Haran, but they was going toward Canaan, right? So they dwelt in Haran for a few, because believe it or not, walking from one country to another country, it's not a fun thing. Especially, do you like moving from a house to house with your fancy car, fancy trucks to bring transportations and stuff, your couches and stuff like that? Do you like that? You don't even like that. How much more if you have to travel with those things to another country? That's a long time, my man. So they dwelt there. And the days of Terah were 205 years. So he got them when they were 70, he got them. So in his 70 years, he got them. And then 205 years he was, and Terah died in Haran. And then when his father died, the Lord told him, get up out of thy country and from thy kindred. Go away from your family members. I don't want them with you. Go alone. And I will guide you into a land that I will give to you and your children after you. Right? So yeah, there you have that part. Right, so these are the other Geshurites of Syria, and these are the Geshurites of Canaan, which is here. Gezer here. These people, we couldn't beat them. Right? So this is the land that yet remained at all the borders of the Philistines and all Geshuri, from Sihor, which is before Egypt, even unto the borders of Ekron, which is here, Ekron. We couldn't beat them. Northward, which is counted to the Canaanites. 5 lords of the Philistines. The Gazathites from Gaza, and the Ashkelonites from Ashkelon, and the Ashkelonites from Eskal, that place, one of these places here, Ashkel and Ashdod and Gaza. And the Ekronites, also the Avetites. Right. That's not going to be mentioned here, right? Is it? No. No, it's not. It's not shown here. Ekronites, Gezerites, and but it's spelled Gezerites. Gezerites. Right. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe they were here. King David was here later, and then he took this place, and until this day, this is our place now. Well, not now in 2024, but. Yeah, Ziklag. 1 Samuel chapter 27 shows you that. Until 1 Samuel chapter 30. If you read that, then you will see that we got that. It says it right here. Here. 6. Then Achish, the king of King of Gath, here, the king of Gath, Achish, gave him Ziklag that day. Wherefore Ziklag pertaineth unto the kings of Judah unto this day. So we got that from him. And then later on we took it from the rest of them by force, because we couldn't beat them in the beginning. But in the time of King Solomon we did. Right, so where does it say that one? So basically this we can, right? But this we did get. This one. The Gibeonites, which is Gebal, which is Lebanon. Also, yeah, check this out. From the south, all the land of the Canaanites, and Merea, that is beside the Sidonians, which is nowadays called the Phoenicians, Tyre and Sidon, this one, which are Canaanites. The book of Genesis chapter 10 shows you that. Unto Epak, which is, I just saw it. So, we couldn't beat them there neither. to the border of the Amorites, and the land of the Gibeonites, and all Lebanon, toward the sun rising, and Baal Gad, which is until the Baal Gad is now called damn it, what's it called again? I did a video about it. Baal Gad, damn, I forgot the name, man. Yeah. Damn it. Oh man, Mount Hermon. No, yeah. Mount Hermon. Wow. Temple here. This one, Baalbek. Damn, that's the temple now. There's many temples, and it's a giant. It's a giant temple. But if you go to Bing, you're gonna see more, cause they don't show you here on Google. They ran out of words, cause they're devils. That's why. That's why you need to go to Bing. When it comes to certain things, these people are just demonic. These Edomites, because Google is a very powerful search engine, but they tweak it. If you type in here, then you will see a little bit more pictures and stuff like that. Then you're gonna find out, like, what the hell? Who is passing through this? The giants. Those are the ones that are passing through there. And amongst them, you had also small people too. Because if you look at this, see, you're not going to see these pictures on Google. Then you can see the size of what the hell? And this is just one location. They have many. There's plenty of places like this in there. In like these type of things, for example. Like this. Come on, man. This is a whole plate. Like a whole full, stable, uncut. Sorry, it is cut, but I mean uncut in diverse like this here, like smaller pieces and stuff like that. How the hell you gonna lift this up? You can't lift this up, man. Who did it? Them giants did. They did that. Look, these stones and stuff like that. You think you're gonna lift this? Get out of here, man. You're not gonna lift these stones, man. You know? It's them giants that was doing that. Look at this. Really? You ain't gonna do it. And you have also entrances for smaller people. I'm not gonna find it right now. I'm not really gonna look for it because I did a video showing that, so I'll leave that here. I think they cut this later on. I don't know, but you do have places where smaller people could go through. So you do have that and all that type of stuff. Right. So they're trying to tell you that the Romans built this. Really? Because it's Roman pillars, right? No, it's Hamites taught these people. Esau keeps on stealing. They keep on stealing. You know, that's the Edomite trait. That's what they do. If they didn't do that, then they wouldn't be the wicked of the planet Earth. You know, then they wouldn't be the wicked. All these stones, you think they got them over here with machinery? Machinery didn't exist back in those days, my man. But the Hamites had their powerful type of tools also to cut these type of things, and they were strong. Also, remember, 7 nations greater and mightier than thou. So let me go on. Under Mount Hermon unto the entering of Hamath. Hamath, remember that name, and also remember all Lebanon. So the Lord said, and there remained yet very much land to be possessed. Ooh, and what was that? All this. So Lebanon belongs to us also. So that's why I'm going to give you an example of a fact. You had the Israelites have a little small patch of land in the planet Earth, right? Here. But look at what the Persians had. Look at what the Assyrian Empire had on their thumb and rulership. And then, this is the Assyrians had dominion in our land. They parted our land also. They had dominion there over these regions. The Median Empire, they also had a bigger part of land than us. The Egyptians had a bigger part of land than us. As you can see here, until this brown spot, yeah, that is Egypt. And I didn't know that back in the days. So this is the river of Egypt that go throughout their land. Yes, it is Egypt. I'm not making this up. And by the way, nowadays, let me get that real quick out of the way. Okay, let me go here. This is Lebanon, right? Yeah, that belongs to us. Them giants were there, by the way. Also, and also in the midst of Benjamin, Jerusalem there in the neighborhood, were also the valley of the ancient giants, which was Raphaim. And let me see here. Genesis chapter 15, verse 18. In the same day Yahweh made a covenant with Abraham, saying, Unto thy seed have I given this land, from the river of Egypt unto the great river, the river Euphrates. So what is that talking about? It's actually this. This is the river Euphrates. Sorry. This is the river Euphrates here. And this is the river of Egypt. Right. Now, you might think it's far-fetched, I'm making it up. Well, here, 2 Chronicles chapter 9 verse 26, and he reigned over all the kings from the river even unto the land of the Philistines and to the border of Egypt. Who did that? King Solomon. He did that. So where was that? That was I just showed you. Here. No. I'm showing you something else. You had these Hamites. They had, the Egyptians later on stretched out their land and all that there. You had the Egyptian Empire. You had the but this was actually the Greeks. The Greeks had the power over this region. And then they had the power over the rulership over this. Alexander III, Greek Empire. Then this here. And then this here, Roman Empire, had power over this, authority over this region. And then this was the Roman Empire when they had their full power, when they was in their full power. Illyricum. Right? So, but, here, that's what I want. Well, that's not actually what I want. So yeah, we couldn't beat them here, but later on we did. In the name of, under the name of King Solomon, we got until this river Euphrates. And if you think it's not Euphrates, then look here. 2 Chronicles chapter 9, verse 26. And he reigned over all the kings, King Solomon, from the river unto the land of the Philistines and to the border of Egypt. So if I look that word up, river, which is Hebrew 5104, it says here, which is 5104, Nachar, stream, river, underground, Gesenius, strong definition. From the stream to the includes the sea, exception of the Nile, Euphrates, etc. Figuratively, prosperity, flood, and all that type of stuff. Except expectation, a strong belief, right? Okay, they expect it. Okay, cool. So it's not the Nile. I thought it was the Nile back in the days because I didn't know that was a river there, and I didn't know that was the land. I just showed you on the picture that was Egypt. But you have to understand, these people are changing stuff. I'm gonna show you how they changed it, right? So that's why I never knew that was Egypt, that Mizraim had power over those lands. They had authority over those lands. I'm gonna just show you right away, right after this, sorry. So it says here, the river Egypt, that is the Nile, Genesis 15:18, the river river of Ethiopia, and here you have Zephaniah 3:10, the Euphrates, which with its canals, the river Euphrates. The river Euphrates. Tigris and Euphrates. And that is exactly what the Lord said unto Abraham. He said, I'm going to give you. And then in the time of King Solomon, he actually did it. He literally, he did it. He actually did it. But not 100%, because we didn't rule over Lebanon, which was given unto us. But the Lord said, I'm not going to give it to you because I want to test the children of Israel to see if they're stupid or not. And they are. We are. We're a fucked up nation. But we're dope. We're dope. I love myself, you know? But I love cussing myself too. Like, fuck this nigga. I'm talking about myself. But I don't mean sexually. So I'm not saying fuck, actually. I'm saying, damn, we ain't shit. You know? I'm going to give you an example. How we ain't shit. Right? As a people. But don't get me wrong, man. I don't mean it like that. I do mean it. But I don't mean it as if I don't have love or hope. I'm not no fucking sneako. And I'm not no goddamn sneako. And no goddamn Andrew Tate. Talking shit. You know? They're talking shit because they hate the Jacob descendants. I'm talking shit because I'm angry at them. There's a big difference over there. If I'm a fan, which I'm not, I don't believe in that nonsense. A fan blows. I don't fucking blow dick. So if I was to be a fan of a football team or a soccer team, I'm looking for something. By the way, sorry. If I'm a fan of a soccer team or a basketball team, you know, okay, I can talk a lot of smack about them, you know, and hey, my criticism about them is horrible. It could be very horrible, right? No, I'm not looking for that. It's First Esdras, sorry. Yeah, something happened with my coloring because I can see it here. It's fucked up. It has a wait. Yeah, I can't get it to work, and it's already a few days already. I don't know what's wrong with it. Anyway, going on now. This is the book of First Esdras, chapter 2, verse 23, and that the Jews were rebellious. You can read the chapter if you have the time for yourself. Were rebellious and raised always wars therein. For the which cause even this city was made desolate. So why would we destroy it? We was always fighting one another. For example, that's why you have, and our wars are known throughout the world, man. Right, let me see here. War with Jacksonville artists. He had wars with a lot of these people, man. A lot of these people, this guy. Always fightings in within one another. Always fightings in within one another. That's what our people are doing. The war in Jacksonville, the war in Chirac, the war in the Bloods and the Cribs and stuff like that. Our people always are fighting, and they're known for fighting each other. The MS-13 are not known for killing each other like that. When they do it because of disloyalty. But these motherfuckers, they do it for nothing. Just for crazy, stupid, no reasons to kill a person for. But then again, it's the Lord. Lord is doing it to them. So there is a reason. The reason is the Lord's reason. But for them as individuals, there's no reason for smoking one another like that. And then talking about it real funny, like, also, they making these deaths seem funny and fun. That's just crazy that these people are able to make millions of people, hundreds of thousands of people, even millions, yeah, just sing along to songs that have, every time the people, the family members be hearing it, they're crying. It's crazy. Some crazy shit. But they're rebellious and they always fight against one another, and that's the same reason why they died. Why we died. That's the same reason. That's the reason. Verse 27. And the men therein in Jerusalem, were given to rebellion and war, and that mighty kings and fierce kings were in Jerusalem, who reigned and extracted tributes in Seleucia and Phoenice, which is where the Canaanites were. The Edomites called them Phoenicians here, it says here. Phoenicians. They called Tyre Phoenicians. But the Phoenicians didn't call themselves that. They didn't want to. That's another separate story that goes into Greek history. They tell you, the devils themselves tell you that the Phoenician, see, I messed it up. That the Canaanites did not like to be called Phoenicians. But just like how you have the Caucus doing what the hell they want, just like how you have, so what are you talking about, man? Anyway, Sur was down there in the Philistia, and down there onto Egypt. But anyway, yeah, you can write. I got that right here. Sur. He says, why is the city of Tyre called like that instead of Sur? No, I don't know what you're talking about, man. But I actually have it here by coincidence. Here, sure. Abraham was there, and you had Ishmael there too, yeah. But Abraham sojourned to Shur, which is here. Here, you have here the wilderness of Shur down there, and then you have Kadesh Barnea, and then here you have the wilderness of Shur, which is mentioned here. Where is it again? Is it here? Yeah, here. Shur desert and the way to Shur, and you had also the wilderness of Shur, which was trees. But here you had deserts and stuff like that. And until here you had the land of Egypt, because the Egyptians started here, and then they had this. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get to the part. You see where this is? You don't see the Suez Canal. You don't see it because it wasn't there. They made that. And therefore it looks like Egypt is actually smaller than it is. So I'm gonna get to that later on. Right, so you have here, okay, so Abraham was in the land of Shur, and he was also in the land of Kadesh Barnea. Here, Kadesh. So Kadesh is what I just showed you. Now you have multiple Kadeshes. You have Kadesh in the land of Naphtali, which is here, Kadesh, but in the English it's spelled Kadesh, and here it's spelled Kadash, but in the Hebrew it's the same word. And here you also have Kadesh Naphtali, or Kadesh Naphtali, which is the land of Naphtali, but here you have another Kadesh, but here you also have another Hamath, and there you have the land of Hamath. It's crazy, but if you get it, you get it. It's kind of easy to get if you keep on repeating stuff. And Etham is also the same thing as Shur. Sure. Right. But anyway, here. So Shur is before Egypt. So it shows you that Shur is before Egypt. So where is that? That's no, sorry. That's here. Here. Shur is before Egypt. Well, the desert of Shur, the wilderness of Shur, before here. For Egypt, and you can say it's in Egypt, but this is the brook of Egypt. But anyway, going on, which is before Egypt, yeah, and that goeth toward Assyria. Now this is another one again. Havilah, yeah, this is another one. Where's the other one? Sorry. Here, Saul, here it is. And Saul smote the Amalekites from Havilah until thou comest to Shur, that is over Egypt. See? You have a Shur, that is Egypt, and then you have another one. Oh no, this goes toward Assyria. Sorry, wait, let me see. Because the Geshurites, Gezerites, and Amalekites are all here. So of course Shur is here then, which I just showed you here. Here, but there's another Shur, if I'm correct. I'll leave that for now because I'm not 100% sure, so I'll leave that for now. But the thing that the guy was talking about, I don't think that that is it. Right, so the point of me grabbing this is to show you that our people are always fighting one another because they're stubborn. They're constantly at war with each other. And their wars are known. All the nations know about the gangbanging wars that we have amongst each other. And it's being pushed out there too by the media. But before the media even existed, word of mouth always said that these Israelites, they're very stubborn. They always love to fight one another. They love it. But anyway, so this region we did not get. And yes, Gabal and Lebanon is ours. We're supposed to get that because when King Solomon ruled, he had power over them. So this is, let me see something. Tyre and Phoenice. Okay. Phoenicia, so-called Phoenicia. This goes into Gabal. Gabal was here, but the Greeks call it Byblos. Here. Papyrus, here, the Phoenician city. This was used for Byblos Castle and its associated lordship. The Phoenician city, known to the Greeks as Byblos, and to the Romans as Byblus, right, was important for the import of papyrus from Egypt, to the extent that Byblos came to mean papyrus in Greek, so they changed the name again.